Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Ryan from Angelic Warriorship Physiques, and this video is going out to my good friend Jen from Lansing, Michigan. So in case you haven't noticed, we're at the lovely Pro Martial Arts of Novi right now, so here's the good news about your full body circuit, your full body workout. If you don't have access to a gym on any given day, you can do this at home with just a couple dumbbells and a stability ball, and maybe a bow staff or a broom handle. We'll get to that. So let's go and take a look on that. So first exercise on the list is going to be stability ball squats. So what those look like are, I'm going to take, well, Betsy as I call her here, press her up against the wall. So my middle to lower back is resting, nice and comfortable. I'm going to have my hands out just for balance. I'm going to sit all the way down and come all the way back up. So one more time, hands are out, ascending, and then coming back up. You're going to do 12 to 15 of those. Then you're going to move right into basic bodyweight squats. And from what I saw from our last workout, you look fine. But remember to keep the hands in, shoulders back, lead with your hips, load your heels, sit back, let your elbows touch your knees just as a guideline, and then come back up. Once again, 12 to 15 of those. So as if I haven't given you enough to work with already, let's take a look at single leg Romanian deadlifts. Come on over here. Some people will use a fair amount of weight for this depending on your core stability, and that's really what this workout is geared towards, is your core stability. And this is where you're going to really have a rude awakening to if your core muscles are firing properly or not. So with that being said, instead of weights, I'm going to have you start with a broomstick or even just your hands, okay? In this case, I choose bow staff. Start with your hands out, right around here. Stand on one foot. I'm going to look forward, pull my shoulders back. I'm going to hinge at the hips. Keep my back up as straight as I can, going down as low as I can, and then coming right back up. You're going to do around 6 on each leg, okay? So here's a few reps for you. Bar is close to the hips. It's kind of difficult to do this on a squishy mat, so bear with me. Total killer for your hamstrings too, by the way. Let's go in and take a look at your next exercise. So I know that you had requested a lot of upper body work for this workout, but we still have to work the lower half. But now that we've done that, got that out of the way with, let's take a look at the, well, from my standpoint, the more fun stuff. So now for the upper body work. We're going to take a look at bent over rows from a stabilization endurance perspective. So here's what it's not. It's not going to be this, not this time. There's too much balance there. We got to kind of throw that off a lot, okay? So here's how we're going to do that. For starters, I'm going to have you stand on your right foot, hold the dumbbell in your right hand. Just like the deadlifts, I'm going to have you hinge forward at your hips. One foot is off the ground, still looking forward, back is up as straight as it can be. And I'm going to pull, not from my bicep, but with my lats, my rhomboids, and my traps. I'm pulling straight up to my hip, holding there, and then return on the way down. You're going to do 6 reps, just like this. Then the other 6 reps, still on the same side, other foot. And this is where things get even more interesting, as if they weren't already. So now I'm standing on my left, my right foot is up, dumbbell still in the same hand. Here. Always pull to your hip, okay? Okay, so the next exercise on the list is going to be basic dumbbell curls. but once again, on 1 foot. So how are we gonna do this, you say? You're gonna do 6 reps while standing on 1 foot, and the other 6 reps are gonna be while you're on the other foot. You do this back to back. So technically, it's a set of 12 reps, but you have to alternate feet. So here's what that looks like. Grab your pair. I'm gonna start on my left. Oh, and by the way, when you're doing these, it's very important that you twist up at the top. So I want you to start here. So we're standing on 1 foot. The dumbbells are actually going to be facing this way, all right? And then when you come up, there's going to be a twist at the top, okay? So I'll do a couple from this angle for you. So I'm going to start on my left, just for giggles. 1. Alright, so 6 reps, now we go to the other foot, same thing. And remember to pick a weight that you can reach 12 reps with. And don't be ashamed if the numbers are low. Your muscles don't know the difference. They just know they have to do work. So the next exercise on the list is going to be how to do Arnold presses with dumbbells. And again, you want to pick a weight where you can actually get 12 to 20 reps nice and easy and still be kind of tired at the end of that set. So here's 2 versions. One is with a stability ball because you wanted more core stability and tightening and toning. So I'm going to show you 2 versions. One with Betsy, one without. So if you have a stability ball, here's what it looks like. Set the ball up right here. Grab your pair and literally rack right here at your upper chest. No pun intended. Here. And what's going to happen is there's kind of like an oval shape that takes place. It's kind of hard to explain, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start to press up and bring my elbows out as I come up. And it's very important that you keep your back up straight with this. There's going to be a tendency to do this and lean forward to compensate. Don't do that. Protect your spine. So if you can come around to the side for a second, please. So here's what as straight a back as you can keep might look like. So I'm here, elbows come out as I'm coming up, connecting at the top. As I come back down, I make that oval in reverse. So oval up, out, out, back in, okay? So now, if you're actually having trouble with that, even with lighter weight, that's okay. Everyone's got to start somewhere. So here's an improvised version of that if you still want to use Betsy. So I'll just move the ball all the way back to the wall, grab my pair again, sit a little bit closer to the wall just in case I stumble backwards, so it's kind of like your spotter. See what this feels like. And just finish it out from there. So now, if you don't have a stability ball, we're going to go over here in the center. I'm not going to have you stand on 1 foot for this. That would be a bit absurd at this point, so don't worry. Feet are shoulder width apart. I'm going to have you curl to the rack position. Same as before. Oval out and up, oval out and in on the way down. And the alignment of this, just so you know, I'll stand here so you can see it. It's actually almost at your ears. So when I'm coming up, I actually want my elbows closer to my ears. So if I did this, that's kind of the alignment that we're working with. It's not here, it's not there. Right here. Next exercise is going to be a dumbbell squeeze press. So I know that sounds really weird, but it looks just like how it sounds. So once again, on Betsy, if you have that with you at your home, you're gonna squeeze the dumbbells together. In my case, I kind of got to do this. Okay? So now I'm gonna walk myself out and forward on the stability ball. Let the two dumbbells rest on my chest. And then straighten up my back, squeeze my glutes. Squeeze the dumbbells together. Press up, hold for a second, and then slowly lower them down. Pressing up, bring them back down. You're going to do 12 to 20 reps of this, so once again, pick a weight that's okay with you. And as you're pressing up, what you're going to want to do is actually squeeze the dumbbells together as hard as you can for that extra contraction. So even on the way down, I'm pushing these things together as tight as I can. On the way up, same thing. Burn a whole lot more calories that way. Now, to come back, just walk yourself back, set the dumbbells down. How you do this without Betsy is the same thing. From here, it's okay to swing. I'm just going to swing the dumbbells up here, rock back, rest on your chest again. And a side note on this is let your shoulders stay back as much as they can. Push your chest forward. Even as you press up, the tendency is going to want to be to do this. It's kind of a different technique. So the weight that's on me right now, let that bring your shoulders down. Keep your chest up. And then to re-rack these, you can kind of rock up if you'd like. Set them down there, or you could just do the whole, you could do that whole thing if you want. It's up to you. Either way, just take care of your shoulder. Okay, so the last exercise on this circuit is basically going to be what I like to call smidgens. We do these all the time in class. Everyone smiles upside down with these. So here's what you're gonna do. You'll see why in a minute. So we're working on your tricep strength to be able to do, push-ups eventually, and there's nothing wrong with that. Gotta start somewhere. So what I'm gonna have you do is just literally get into a good plank position here and count in your head anywhere from like 5 to 10 seconds, and then take 2 little steps forward with your hands. That's a technical smidgen, okay? And then after 5 to 10 seconds have passed, you do it again. And again. And again. And then you walk yourself back. Sit back on your heels. Stretch it out. And that's it.